The cooler's warm, the fire won't light, and the bugs are eating you alive. Most campers panic at that moment, but not you, not after this video. I'm giving you 10 simple tricks to make camping easier, safer, and way more fun. And number 10? That's a veteran secret you don't want to miss. Number 1, fire in any weather. Nothing ruins a night faster than being cold, wet, and staring at a pile of stubborn wood that just won't catch fire. It's one of those moments where frustration takes over and the whole idea of a fun camping trip starts to feel like a mistake. But there's a trick so simple and effective that it almost feels unfair. Cotton balls dipped in petroleum jelly. Here's why it works like magic. Cotton by itself burns fast, almost like flash paper, which means you get a flame, but it's gone in seconds. Add petroleum jelly, and suddenly, that tiny flame stretches into a steady burn that lasts several minutes. That extra burn time is priceless, because it gives your damp twigs and stubborn kindling the chance they need to finally dry out and ignite. Number 2, free lighting. Lanterns are great, until the batteries die, or worse, you realize you never packed them in the first place. Nothing feels more frustrating than fumbling around in the dark, trying to balance a flashlight between your teeth while tying down a tent line. That's where solar garden lights come in. A hack that's as clever as it is effortless. All day long, these little lights charge themselves without you lifting a finger. Then, as the sun sets, you just stick them in the ground around your campsite. No cords, no batteries, no complicated setup. Suddenly, your whole site has a soft, steady glow that guides your steps. Number 3, cold plus hydration. Keeping food cold is one of the biggest struggles at camp. Ice melts too quickly, bags leak, and before long, you're staring at soggy bread and waterlogged snacks floating in your cooler. Not only is it wasteful, it's downright discouraging when you were looking forward to that perfect sandwich after a long hike. But there's a smarter 2-for-1 solution. Freeze your water bottles before you leave home. It's such a simple step, but it solves 2 problems at once. First, those frozen bottles work exactly like solid ice packs, keeping your food chilled without leaving behind a puddle of melted mess. Your cheese stays firm, your fruit stays crisp, and your meats stay safe to eat. Second, as the bottles thaw, you've got clean, refreshing drinking water ready to go. Instead of hauling heavy bags of ice that you toss at the end of the trip, you're carrying hydration that pays for itself twice. Number 4, zero search storage. Ever spent 5 frustrating minutes digging through your backpack for bug spray while everyone else is getting eaten alive? Or worse, searching for a flashlight in the pitch dark while your friends wait impatiently? That chaos ends with one brilliantly simple tool, a hanging shoe organizer. It might sound like an odd choice for camping, but it's a total game changer. Hang it from a tree branch, inside your tent, or near the cooking area. And suddenly every small item has its own home. Flashlight, pocket 1, lighter, pocket 2, bug spray, pocket 3, snacks, utensils, chargers, all right where you expect them to be. Instead of clutter and confusion, your campsite transforms into an organized little outdoor kitchen and garage all in one. Number 5, smoke that repels. Bug spray gets sticky. It smells awful, and honestly, who wants to coat themselves in chemicals for an entire weekend? After a while, you feel like you're marinated in repellent instead of enjoying nature. Thankfully, there's a natural alternative that doesn't just work. It transforms your whole camping vibe. All you need to do is toss a handful of sage or rosemary right into your campfire. Why does this simple trick work so well? Both herbs contain natural oils that mosquitoes can't stand. As the herbs burn, they release those oils into the smoke, which drifts across your campsite like an invisible barrier. Suddenly, the bugs that usually swarm your arms and ankles keep their distance. But here's the bonus. Instead of smelling like harsh chemicals, your fire gives off an earthy, aromatic scent that makes the whole area feel cozy and welcoming. Some campers even say the calming smell of burning sage helps them relax after a long day on the trail. Number 6, no pan dinners. Cooking at camp is fun, until the dreaded cleanup begins. Greasy pans, limited water, and paper towels that tear halfway through the job can turn mealtime into a chore. That's why foil packet meals are one of the smartest camping hacks you'll ever try. Why are they so brilliant? Because foil acts like a mini oven, trapping steam inside. This means your food cooks evenly, stays tender, and comes out packed with flavor, all without a single pot or pan. Imagine wrapping chicken, potatoes, onions, and carrots into a neat little packet, seasoning it with your favorite spices, and tossing it straight into the coals. 20 minutes later, you've got a hot, hearty dinner that feels gourmet, even in the middle of the woods. The cleanup? Non-existent. When you're finished, you just crumple up the foil and toss it. No dishes, no hassle, no wasted time. Plus, you can prepare everything at home before the trip. So at camp, all you need to do is cook and enjoy. Number 7, diffused lantern. A headlamp is great, but let's be honest. It's basically a spotlight strapped to your forehead. Perfect when you're hiking down a trail at night or trying to read a map, but not so perfect when you're sitting at camp and accidentally blinding your friends every time you turn your head. Here's the fix. Strap your headlamp around a clear water jug. It sounds almost too simple, but the effect is incredible. The water inside scatters and softens the beam, turning that harsh, narrow light into a wide, gentle glow that feels more like a lantern than a flashlight. Suddenly, the entire campsite is bathed in warm, even light. Picture yourself setting this up in the middle of your picnic table. Now you've got enough light for everyone to cook, eat, or play cards without shadows cutting across the space. And when people see it for the first time, they can't help but say, "Whoa, genius." Number 8, field sink. Camping gets messy fast. Sticky marshmallow hands, dirty faces after a day on the trail, and dishes that always seem to pile up. Without a proper way to wash up, everything starts to feel grimy, and the fun quickly fades. But here's the good news. You don't need running water to stay clean and comfortable. The fix is simple. Bring along a 5-gallon jug with a spigot, a little soap, and a roll of paper towels or a rag. In just a few minutes, you've created a portable wash station that feels like a luxury out in the wild. The spigot is key because it gives you controlled flow. Unlike dumping from a bottle, you don't waste precious water. A quick rinse for dishes, a splash for your face, or a proper hand wash before dinner suddenly becomes easy. This tiny setup transforms your campsite. Not only does it keep things sanitary, cutting down on germs and food residue, but it also makes the whole trip feel more organized and civilized. Number 9, snack to spark. Rain-soaked your tinder? Normally that means you're stuck, cold, frustrated, and staring at damp wood that refuses to burn. But believe it or not, the solution might already be in your snack bag. Certain chips, especially the oily ones like Doritos, double as emergency fire starters. Why does this quirky trick work? Chips are packed with starches and oils, both of which ignite easily and burn hot. Strike a match, and one handful of chips can flare up long enough to dry out damp kindling and help your fire catch. The flames are surprisingly strong, giving you the precious few minutes you need to get a real blaze going. It's the ultimate backup plan. Practical, effective, and delicious. If you never end up needing them for fire, they're still perfect for late-night munchies around the campfire. The beauty of this hack is in its simplicity. Something you already carry for snacking suddenly becomes survival gear. Number 10, sun-powered backup. Even in the wilderness, devices matter. Your phone holds maps, your GPS keeps you on the right trail, and your flashlight needs steady juice after dark. When those batteries die, it's more than just frustrating. It can actually become dangerous. Imagine losing your light halfway through cooking or not being able to check your location miles from camp. That's why a foldable solar power bank is a must-have for modern campers. It's simple. During the day, you spread it out under the sun and let it soak up free energy. When night falls, that stored power is ready to keep your essentials alive. No hunting for outlets, no begging someone to share a charger, no stress. Most foldable solar banks are lightweight, easy to pack, and built tough enough to handle the outdoors. Some even let you charge multiple devices at once, so your whole camp setup stays powered. So which one of these tricks are you trying first? Let me know in the comments. I might even feature your story in a future video. If you found these tips helpful, hit subscribe for weekly outdoor shortcuts. And don't miss the description. I've linked my favorite budget-friendly camping gear so you can grab the essentials without overspending.